It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to... It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions coming up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to bend.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seen what it takes to win at this level.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Second down and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd-and-1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete. The Seahawks had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in a season-opening victory.
Talking about getting off to a hot start, a shot right out of the gate. Thinking a carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now. I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you have both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. This now a 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Misses the target, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now back to throw. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They work now on 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
St. Brown seemingly catches everything, including that 1st down. Brought in 106 passes last season and is tied for the most catches ever in a player's first 2 years. Not sure how he fell to day 3 of the draft, nor is he. And the Lions, they found themselves a franchise receiver.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there for number 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He hit his first, now this from 43. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll drop the throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, here's Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. He's across midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. They'll set up a throw. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the 2nd quarter. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that one, all tied. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time.
There he goes right side. He's still on his feet. He may go. Jamison Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now 2nd and 3. The give, right side for Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll set up to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll go again with Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
2nd and 4. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle made down at the 33. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second and 9 now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Read option, this is Gibbs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backward. With another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in about the time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 12, 2:14 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back to throw again. That pass caught. It's Williams. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one. Touchdown, Seahawks! Jackson Smith-Njigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Gibbs straight ahead.
for him because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Gibbs, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Badgley on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense. Trailing in this one now. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes this to Walker. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sheds off the tackle. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So it's a win here for the Lions, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.